Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Little do you guys know that was the third time we've had to take
I
that
can
so
only
far
get
today.
so many times, so
Yeah.
I hope that
We're
this is
losing
the
our
final
Christmas
round.
cheer here.
3 hoes is all we need to get started today. Okay. We got a special Christmas episode coming to you guys on today's episode of the FallBall Fellas. So we got our normal. We're going to go over the college football playoff, FallBall 5. Going to go into the NFL playoff picture. And we got a little bit of some fun stuff after our underdogs and best bets. We're going to do a little bit of some Christmas NFL trivia. And then we are going to go over our personal top 5 when it comes to Christmas movies. And this is going to be something we want to hear from you guys on. We're going to do a little bit of a post. I want to know, we all do, we want to know what your guys' favorite Christmas movies are. Who's got the best list? Who's got the worst list? It's probably going to be me from some prior conversations that we've had. But we'll have to see. So when it comes to college football, we don't want to spend too long on this because there were only 4 games that mattered this past week. And those were the college football playoff games. So we started with a very good game Friday night, looking like the Alabama Crimson Tide were going to get blown out of the water. And they erased a 17-point deficit in one quarter, went into the break, tied 17-17, and then outscored, I believe it was 17-7 the rest of the way against Oklahoma, 34-7 run to end the game. So Alabama turned things around. Some could say they turned the tides of the game. Yeah, don't
Wow.
don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that. But yeah, they came up victorious, and they will now face the Indiana Hoosiers, the number 1 overall seed. We'll talk about that matchup quickly here in a second. Second game, really the only other one with a lot of magnitude to it, is the Miami victory over Texas A&M. Away game, low-scoring game. We had 4 missed field goals, I believe, off the top of my head. A lot of wind swirling around. Passes were getting pushed around 5 to 10 yards either direction. But Miami scored 1 touchdown late in this game. I'm going to bring it up again. But 1 touchdown was all they needed. Marcel Reed returned to Marcel Reed farm and threw an ugly pick in the end zone. He leads his receiver by a yard. It's an easy touchdown. Threw it behind him.
You know what all Miami needed? You know what they needed? 98 yards at the boys.
We're not doing that right this second. I'm going to do that after the recap. But actually, that would have been a great way to end.
Great
I was trying to transition you in, and you just
all right. Get
fumbled it. You
get
fumbled
it back to me. Get it back to me. Do it again.
All right. You know what, Miami? All they needed was 98 yards at the boys.
And on this episode, Christmas episode of the 98 Yards with the Fellas, Hunter, drive of the week. The Miami Hurricanes in the No, this wasn't quarterfinals. The first round of the college football playoff. 75 yards on 5 carries from Mark Fletcher Jr. Sets them up on a first down. Malachi Toney gets a little jet touch pass, takes it around. Probably should have went down at the 1. We all were texting each other about that, but he does score and get in the end zone, and that was the touchdown that separated these 2 teams in a 10-3 win for the Miami Hurricanes, pushing them on to the next round against the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I want to jump in here.
Yikes.
He absolutely should have gone down at the 1 because they got a scare there, and I will say play of the game was that pick in the end zone to solidify it for Miami because they almost lost or sent it into OT because he didn't go down at the 1. If he goes down at the 1 there, waits to take the field goal, game over. I know there was 4 missed field goals, but that was a chip shot, extra point range, actually probably shorter than extra point range. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he should have gone down at the 1 there?
Your defense has been balling out all day. Just score the touchdown. Leave it up to the defense. They got the job done in the end, so it didn't matter. But
I think in any normal circumstance, if you have the lead, you definitely go down at the 1. But also I think their kicker missed like a 25-yarder. So with the win in this game, I understand strategically what you should do, like in a bubble. But I think for this game, scoring that touchdown was probably the right move. And yeah, their defense did give them a scare there at the end, but ended up coming up
clutch.
To
be fair, he made the extra point.
Yeah,
he did make the extra point.
Yeah. So also you do run the risk of like fumbling or something like that if you're trying to run a couple more plays. So that could have happened. So our last 2 games, not really, I'm not going to say not entertaining games because that James Madison, Oregon game was pretty high scoring. Both teams are actually moving the ball at will.
Backdoor cover.
Yes.
Backdoor cover.
Yeah.
Hunter and I split that game. I had minus 16.5. He had plus 20.5, and I think it ended at 17. Good little split there for us. But Oregon did dominate that game. James Madison did show some weaknesses in that Oregon defense, which they'll have to step up against Texas Tech, who's a much more formidable opponent. And then Ole Miss had no problems with Tulane playing at home. Tulane moved the ball pretty well, but just couldn't get the ball in the end zone, which don't you have to score more points than the other team to win a football game, right?
Usually.
Correct. I think that's how it works. Okay, cool. But yeah, we have our 4 matchups that are set up to go for, I believe it is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We have one New Year's Eve game that I believe to be Miami versus Ohio State. Are we all on the Buckeyes here?
Yeah. Buckeyes. What's the spread?
It opened at 9.5, so I would have to double check.
10.5, so that's.
I would probably take the 9.5. It's going to be a lower. It's going to be a lower scoring game. They have the predictions here. I believe it 39.5 or 40.5 is the. It's risen up to 42.5 is the over under, and it is still at 9.5. I'd probably go on the Buckeyes here.
Yep, me too. Final score 27-6. Guys.
Honestly, that's
I would put it at 28-6, but yeah, I don't think Ohio State kicks a single field goal.
Yeah. I'm going 24-10. I think Ohio State gives up 1 touchdown at least. Next game would be Oregon versus Texas Tech. This is the smallest spread of all the games. It's at 2.5. Oregon is favored. This is the Orange Bowl, so this will be played in Florida. I'm probably leaning Ducks here just because I don't trust Big 12 teams in this stage of the playoffs, but Tech's a good team.
I got the Ducks.
Yeah, give me Texas Tech, dude. I got to roll with who I thought my sleeper was.
There you go.
I think they're a better team. Oregon's defense should not be giving up that many points to JMU.
I respect that you're sticking with your gut. Alabama, Indiana. I'm taking Indiana here. I just think Alabama they're not that much better than Oklahoma, and I don't think Oklahoma is that
Oklahoma should have won that game. Give me Indiana.
Yeah, give me Indiana. I had not watched much Oklahoma. I just have heard Noah say how bad their offense was. But after they got one up big, that offense was putrid. Oh, my goodness.
That drop that you guys pointed out was hilariously bad. The one that I think would have put them up 24-0 or 24-7, one of the two.
Yeah.
That ended up being one of the plays that turned the tide of the game. And then last one, SEC matchup here, Ole Miss versus Georgia. This actually, I think the spread of this is a little bit bigger. It's at 6.5 in favor of Georgia. I think it's a little bit too big here.
I think it's too big, but I'm also taking Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, until they prove me otherwise, I think I got to roll with Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably go with Georgia. Ole Miss is a team that actually I wouldn't mind winning this football game. I think they're a very entertaining team to watch, and Trinidad Chambliss is one of my favorite names I've ever heard in college football.
Yeah, heck of a name.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to wrap up our college football for the day with our normal FallBall 5. And this is going to be all bowl games. Our college football playoff games are next week, so we will be sticking with I picked them. The top 5 bowl games that I saw of either big name teams that overperformed this season, or just fun games that I have seen. So we're going to do it as we always do, pick the games with the largest spreads, and we're going to start with the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the Missouri Tigers. Missouri is a 4-point favorite, and also, wait, don't say anything yet. I got to say the name of the bowl game so we get sponsorship deals. This is the Gator Bowl.
No.
Virginia versus Missouri, the Gator Bowl.
Are the playoff games really next week? They're not this weekend?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's like a 10-day break.
Give me Mizzou.
I don't even know who's playing quarterback for Mizzou in this game. It's like their fourth string quarterback.
It's
because Bo's not playing.
I think it's Matt Zollers, who's their freshman. He's pretty good, actually.
Give me Virginia.
Yeah. I'm going to go, and this is not just so I can stick with Hunter. I should just pick the same things as you so we tie. But no, I'm taking Missouri here as well. I think Virginia they were a team that was really lucky this season to win as many games as they did. And Missouri still got an SEC defense and offense. So I like them in this game. Phil is also on Missouri.
Ooh,
next game. Nice. I know there's probably going to be a little bit of a difference here. We got Georgia Tech, our 4-point underdogs to BYU, and this is the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I love this bowl.
Best bowl there is.
Literally.
Good Pop-Tart. What's your favorite Pop-Tart?
Brown sugar cinnamon.
Great Pop-Tart. No,
if you
say like a strawberry or blueberry, I'm going to lose my mind.
I was going to say, I used to like that cookie dough one a lot, but I haven't had Pop-Tarts in a while.
Cookie dough's a good one.
Valid.
I think I have to ride with the brown sugar cinnamon, though. That's a good one. Top tier.
It's elite.
It's a classic one because you can put a lot of stuff on that, like glazes and all that. It's so good. What do you think I was trying to go with there?
No, like you're gonna make a breakfast sandwich out of it? I was really confused.
I guarantee you could probably make like a savory breakfast sandwich out of that as the sides or the buns.
Yeah.
What would you put? You think that would go well with bacon?
You can put anything with bacon.
I think you could do anything. Yeah, you could do anything. Put a little brown sugar on the bacon. You're good.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
Give me the Mormons. Said,
I have no idea who is playing in this game. Like, is Haynes King going to play?
Yeah. Haynes King's not going to go pro, so he's playing in this game.
Watch your mouth, dude. I love Tech. I love Haynes King. Give me Tech.
I've been riding with the Mormons a lot this year. Give me Tech.
All right.
Sweet.
I feel like this is a freebie right now because BYU's god tier in bowl games. You guys, both of you and Phil are all on Georgia Tech.
Oh, we gave him BYU on his own.
Yeah,
that's
tough.
Give
me BYU. Let's go.
Fudge.
All right.
Fudge.
Next game, and this is one, not the one that hits close to home quite yet. We have North Texas, who is a surprise team this season, one game away from the college football playoff, taking on San Diego State in the New Mexico Bowl.
Give me North Texas.
This line also jumped to 4.5 since I wrote this down
in favor of North Texas.
I'm also going to take North Texas. They did lose their head coach, but I believe their starting quarterback, Mestamaker, is still playing, so they should win this game. Now,
no, it's just being a copycat.
No, okay. Do you want me to pick San Diego State? Because I will. I don't care.
No, don't do it.
That'll give me the dub.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a real quick Google search and see if Mestamaker's playing. And then if he's not, okay, is Mestamaker playing in the bowl game? Yes, he's playing. Yeah, I'm taking North Texas. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. So the one that hits close to home, we got the New Era Pinstripe Bowl. The Penn State Nittany Lions are taking on the Clemson Tigers. Both teams ranked in the preseason top 5, playing in a trash bowl game. Who we got?
Listen, this is going to be biased, but I'm also going to say I think the downfall of Clemson was worse than the downfall of Penn State. So give me Penn State.
Both are really bad downfalls. Is Klubnik playing?
I don't think he's a pro quarterback either. I'm checking for you.
I think he'll get drafted.
He won't, but like I meant more so he's not going to do anything or even be a good backup.
Burnsy, did you ever hear of my bet with Noah that I have?
No.
Noah bet me twice, 2 different bets. One was for $10 that Drew Aller would go within the first 10 picks of the first round draft pick.
No, it was a first rounder. We said first rounder.
No,
it was first rounder.
And there was the $100 on if he would be a first rounder, and I said no to both.
That's tough. Is he gonna get? He's gonna be like a 7th round pick.
No, he's still gonna go he's gonna go 4th or 5th round probably. It sucks because if we actually had a competent OC and he was healthy all year, I actually think he wouldn't have ruined his draft stock.
And do you want to know where we made this bet? We were at Penn State.
Yeah, for the Oregon game.
This was the game that we lost to Oregon. It was in that game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That game ripped my soul out.
No, this was literally after he threw the pick too, because I did not see the season collapsing as much as it did.
Yeah. That offense was not built around Drew Aller, but that's a different discussion.
Yeah. It was not.
Just give me. I have no idea. Give me Penn State.
Yeah, you got to ride.
I'm taking Clemson.
Wow.
They'll probably win. Honestly, are you going to feel good about that when you win on that?
No. Here's the thing. Grunk's playing. I think most of our So, no, I'm going.
Our awesome wide receivers.
You already chose Clemson on the next round. You can't flake back.
Main reason being that neither of our running backs are playing. So I think that's going to simplify the game plan quite a bit.
Katron's not going to play, huh?
They say Katron might play a quarter, but Singleton's already.
He could put up 2 touchdowns, 250 yards in a quarter.
Clemson does not have a great defense, so that's possible. But Clemson's playing more guys, it seems like.
All right, next round.
They'll probably win.
I don't know about that. I really don't. But I'm trying to be different, and if I go the opposite of Hunter, I'm sure we'll probably split again, like we have been every single week. Last game. This one was a little bit surprising. I haven't seen the opt-outs for this game, but LSU is 2.5-point dogs to the Houston Cougars.
Whew. Wow.
Yeah, very surprising.
Give me LSU.
Give me the Cougs. This could either be a really bad week of picks for me or really good.
I would take the under in this game, but I'm gonna go with LSU here as well.
It doesn't want to lose too bad to me.
What? Yeah, I'm trying to keep it a manageable loss.
Keep the margin small.
Yeah. So we're going to cut off the college football talk now and go right into our NFL. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of playoff discussion. Now, we had some teams get removed from the playoffs, and some, their chances are like sub 5% now, which I'll go over in a second. But like the playoff picture is pretty clear here. It's just seeding that we're going to have to go over. There's only one team alive left in the NFC, and that is the Detroit Lions, who I'll say had a controversial end to the game to the Steelers. Now, that last play wasn't controversial. The offensive pass interference a few plays earlier was probably more controversial because forward progress was stopped on the last play. But they are pretty much removed from playoff contention, which sucks because we won't see Jahmyr Gibbs in the playoffs or Amon-Ra. And in the AFC, we had the Ravens losing and are one loss away from being out of the playoffs.
Blowing it, and Harbaugh chop and block. Like, what are you doing? Oh, Keaton Mitchell and Derrick Henry talked about it, and they're switching snaps. We would have put Derrick Henry in, but we went 3 and out. Are you dumb?
Why do you think you went 3 and out?
Yeah. Gee, like, oh my Lord.
Didn't he have like 130 and 2 touchdowns when they did that?
Yeah, it was like 120
he just
something.
Scored a touchdown and they took him out.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah. Harbaugh, they have blown a lot of games this year, and it's been Harbaugh's fault a lot.
And it's not even just this year. If you look at the last couple of years, and we're getting into NFL, we need to jump back to our movies. But
we're doing movies at the end.
Movies at the end? Okay.
Yeah.
If you look over the last like 3-4 years and look at their fourth quarter blown leads.
Also, they haven't won anything. Like they have a few division titles. Like, when have they done anything relevant in the playoffs? They won a Super Bowl, like 10, 12 years ago with him?
They won in the blackout Super Bowl.
Yeah, where he played his brother.
Yeah.
But did you guys see the Mark Andrews play at the end of the second half?
Oh my! That was the most brain dead play. What is he thinking?
Didn't it get marked as incomplete too, and just ended up ending the half?
There was offsetting penalties, I think.
Yeah, it was complete.
What is wrong with him?
Yeah,
that's the third time in 2 years he's made a really dumb play / fumble
in
to
big
lose
games.
Yeah.
Well, the big one was the drop against the Bills last year.
I think that might have been. He had a drop against the Steelers too.
Yeah, that was a few years. Wait, was that recently? The drop against the Steelers?
I think a year or two ago.
Also, last year he fumbled. I think right before halftime in that Bills game as well. So he fumbled and then dropped that game-winning 2-point conversion or game time, whatever it was.
Listen, the Steelers run the North. Okay, we should have known all along.
What are you going to do without your star wide receiver for his dumb actions?
Listen, the Ravens are going to lose Saturday, and it's not going to matter. We're going to clinch the North. But listen, before the season, we did our predictions for over/under on wins.
Mm-hmm.
Think everyone took, except maybe Phil, but you guys, I think, took the under on the Steelers. At least Hunter did.
I'll go look at it right now.
And Mike Tomlin is he's the mediocre merchant, dude. He's not going to lose more than 8 games.
He's a freaking mediocre.
No, B. Since you weren't a part of the podcast at that point in time, we did not make your little guy and put him on. So we will have to do that for the end of the season. But we were all on the Steelers over 8.5 because I think we projected them to win at least 9 games.
At 500 at least.
9 games, baby.
I made the mistake of picking the Ravens over 11.5 with Hunter, and then the Bengals over 9.5. So I did not expect Joe Burrow to get hurt in week 2. So yeah, it was absolutely disgusting.
They suck with Joe Burrow.
Yeah, but we will we'll go over those at the end of the season.
Look, real quick.
By the way,
is Joe Burrow the next Andrew Luck?
No, he'll go somewhere else before he retires.
I don't know, man. Have you been seeing his interviews? I'm not having fun. I need to be having fun.
Well, that's because here's the problem.
If I was Burrow, I'd be so mad. I'm a top 5 QB in the league, and my team doesn't build any.
He's the one that wants his receivers paid. They can't afford anything else.
Yeah, I am going to give them that. If they didn't have I would have let T. Higgins go. Quite frankly, I don't think he's
hurt all the time.
Yeah, he's hurt all the time.
They should have let Higgins go.
They should have let him go. They franchise tagged him, which ticked him off. I think they franchise tagged him twice, and now you have Jamar. You cannot pay 2 huge wide receivers in today's NFL. In my humble opinion, wide receivers are the worst position because they're the biggest, they're the biggest head cases. They think they're so good when all of their success is based off of the quarterback that they have. You're not going to have success as a wide receiver if you don't have a quarterback to get you the football. And a few things here. Your quarterback can't get you the football if you have a horrendous offensive line, and you're going to lose football games and not get in the playoffs and stuff like that if you don't spend on the defense. So you see quarterbacks, a lot of the big quarterbacks in history have taken pay cuts to pay other guys on their team. The wide receivers are trying to take all that money. Brady never played with divas. He played with Randy Moss for a couple of years, but his wide receivers were always these white guys or guys that were given second shots in the NFL, like that Malcolm Mitchell guy, Dion. What was it? Dion Branch? Did Dion Branch play for him? Or something Branch. But yeah, he got all these wide receivers that weren't head cases or these studs, and I actually think it worked to their advantage because you didn't have to worry about how many mouths you had to feed. And all these guys, A.J. Brown's one of them too. He just complains when he doesn't get the football, and now they're forcing him the ball. So when they actually play a good team that knows how to cover him, he's just going to complain the entire time, and the offense is going to collapse. Wide receivers need to take a step back in today's NFL and realize they can't get paid as much as they want to be successful in this league.
Speaking of payment, did you guys see what's happening with DK's contract now with the suspension?
Dude.
Poor guy.
I don't think
poor guy. You can't do that. How do you walk? Why would you walk over there to the fans and then do that?
I don't think his actions warrant losing $45 million. Well,
he didn't lose $45 million. It's just not guaranteed.
Yeah.
He could if the Steelers were to cut him or whatever. But
also, if we're thinking about this, though, technically, he could get sued for assault. That genuinely, as soft as we think it is.
I just saw a notification that the Lions are in touch with the league office and are still investigating it.
Yeah. So a lot of people are saying that he said something racist. There's a bunch of videos that said he was just calling DK by his name.
I saw that video, DeKalen.
So from what it sounds like DK and a bunch of guys to get his name kind of wiped clean or trying to say that it was a racist comment or something like that. When in reality, I think it was a frustrated player that wasn't able to catch passes or get open at that point in time. Rock Yassin was clamping him up.
Rock Yassin. He started playing bad after that. He got into his head. He was
awful after that.
He was bad before that too, though.
No, not after.
Oh, not like that. But he wasn't playing. I think he was frustrated a little bit before.
He didn't have
why that boiled over.
I think 4 of his. So he had 9 targets, 4 catches. I think that at least 3 of those misses came after.
Yeah, I think he had 2 before, 2 maybe 4. 2 before, 2 after. I believe
he had a blatant drop, and then he had an OPI. Mm-hmm. It was rough.
Well, then,
you can't do that, no matter what. If it's a racist comment, which I don't condone, you can't do that. You have to understand what you are. You are a member of the NFL. You are held to a higher standard. You have to keep your cool.
And that's the problem is that was probably worked into his contract that if he had some type of behavioral suspension or something like that, it would affect his pay. And when you sign a contract, you have to abide by the things in that contract. I can't talk bad about a company I work for or show them that I'm not fit to work there, or else they can find me or do things to affect my pay.
Have either of you watched Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Do you remember the scene where one of the soccer players on the team, I forget his name, was getting yelled at by a fan, and he like jumped up into the stands and got in the fan's face? And then in the interview afterwards, Roy, who's one of the characters in it, he's talking about Roy. He's like, listen, do I condone what he did? Absolutely not. He should never do that. He should know he's held to a higher standard. But he's like, you never know what's going on in someone's life. Like, fans just think they can go to games and yell whatever they want at these players because, like, fans don't think of them as humans. They think of them as props. Like these guys that just play football. And so fans think they can yell whatever they want. So it's a two-way street, right? If that guy was yelling racist remarks, then that's so messed up. But DK can't do that. It's a two-way street.
Also, take a look at that fan.
To prove we're ball knowers, by the way, that was Isaac jumped up into the stands to defend Cullen, who one of the fans called a homophobic slur. That's what happened in the show. All right, no, B, you go.
Just take a look at that Lions fan and tell me he doesn't look like a total scumbag too. So,
did you know he's actually under investigation for going to a bunch of games and purposefully like antagonizing players?
Yeah, he's a known scumbag.
Yeah. So the NFL is actually talking about banning him from some stadiums.
He probably deserved it, to be honest. But you can't. You can't do that. Unfortunately,
he should get the Portnoy treatment.
That would be hilarious. But going back to that playoff picture, we talked about that. The Colts, losers of 6 straight, are basically out of the playoffs as well, unless some miracle happens. Sad fall from grace from Daniel Dimes and starting a 44-year-old quarterback instead of seeing what we have.
Jonathan Taylor is the real question.
It's called 3 out of 5 offensive line starters are out, and they're not creating holes for him.
If you look at his stats, I think it was the first weeks 1 through, I want to say 10, he had 4 or 5. I think he had 5 games over 100 yards, and then weeks 11 through 15, he's had 0, and he was averaging 116 yards a game weeks 1 through 10, and now he's at like 70, 78, 72, something like that.
Yep.
Did you watch the game? They barely blitzed Rivers because they were just stacking the box and then dropping everyone into coverage. So they were trying to defend against the run. They were letting Rivers drop back and pretty much do whatever he wanted to because he's good playing against zone defenses and mans. And I mean, he's
I thought
been
Rivers
in the league for a while.
Was good.
Yeah, until that pick six.
Their defense gave up 40 points.
Did you see Luke Kuechly's announcement? He literally called the pick 6 right before it happened. He saw as soon as Philip Rivers audibled it. He saw who had the pick 6. What was his name? It was
it Winters?
Dean Winters?
Dean Winters, yeah.
Maybe.
He literally, if you go look it up after the podcast, just look up the Luke Kuechly calling of it. He literally draws it. He goes, he's gonna run the tight end right here. And Dean Winters is going to cut up and pick 6.
Yeah, he had a similar check earlier in the game that they remembered, and then that pick 6 happened.
That was
good ball knowledge.
If I'm not mistaken, D. Winters played for TCU. That name sounds familiar, and I think he picked off J.J. McCarthy. Do you remember when TCU played Michigan in that absolute barn burner of semifinals a few years back?
TCU won that game, didn't they?
Yeah, he did go to TCU. Yeah, TCU won that game late. Yeah. So, Colts pretty much eliminated. They are not mathematically eliminated, but they would have to beat the Jaguars, hope that the Texans lose to the Chargers, which could happen, and then the Colts would have to beat the Texans. So they have to win out, and the Texans have to lose out.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but do we really think the Colts are going to beat the Jaguars right now, who are probably the hottest team in the NFL?
No, the Jags look great.
No. Yeah, they look really, really good. They went into, I think they went to Denver, right? And won this football game by 2 scores. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really a close game in that second half.
Shout out Penn State legend, Parker Washington.
Stud.
He had like 150 yards.
What a good game from him. Okay, we didn't talk about this too. Cowboys eliminated from playoff contention officially after a 17-point L to the LA Chargers. And were they eliminated when the Eagles won the game the night before?
I think
Eagles clinched the NFC East back-to-back years for the first time in the NFC East since 2004. And who was the last team to do it in 2004?
The Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, congrats, they won that division. It's been bad, but the AFC North is pretty bad too. So I have no room to talk.
Hey, bad teams on top. Let's go PA, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
And a few things seeding-wise that happened. New England, we already talked about, beat Baltimore. Denver won, so they keep the top seed as of now. Bills have clinched a playoff berth with their win against the Cleveland Browns. Horrific injury for Quinshon Judkins, who will probably miss most of next year as well. And then also Gardner Minshew in a blowout loss.
Oh, back up. He's not going to miss most of next year. He should be back probably starting.
Judkins?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure he'll be back.
Bro, he got it's like a horrific, he snapped his ankle and tore his ACL.
I think he'll be back.
He had 3 significant injuries.
They were talking about how bad it is that he might not be able to play football again. Or return to a form where he's
Was it similar to the Scadaboo injury?
It was worse than the Scadaboo injury because Scadaboo got a clean break in his lower leg. This was he tore 3 ligaments in his knee and snapped his leg. It was bad.
Judkins is expected to make a full recovery ahead of the 2026 season and should be ready to resume football activities in 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
I think his ACL was intact, but I think he tore other things.
He already had the surgery. He had a dislocated ankle and a fractured right fibula. He's fine.
I'm telling. I could have sworn they said he tore his ACL.
Fine is.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever going to get enough power out of that leg ever again. Okay.
It was rough.
Regardless, the Browns are a dumpster fire anyways, so I don't expect anything from them next year. Gardner Minshew in the second series also tore his ACL, so there's something in the water in Kansas City.
He did not tear his ACL.
Go Titans.
Gardner Minshew did.
No, he didn't. Bro, it was a severe injury. I promise.
I swear I saw that he tore his ACL too. What am I saying?
That was the initial. That was the initial report, but it was still a significant injury, not one that he won't miss as much time, but he's done for the year.
Okay, he's been diagnosed with a non-displaced tibial plateau fracture.
Yeah, whatever that is.
You know what's funny is they reported it as an ACL tear as soon as the game was over, and then they
did. This is your tibial plateau right here.
Yeah, so he dislocated his kneecap.
No.
Basically, is that what that is?
No, your tibial plateau is it's the top of your tibia.
Medical experts now, aren't we? This is
crazy.
So
the top of your tibia, where your patellar,
where it meets the patella.
Does your patellar then attaches to your kneecap?
Well, the patellar is kind of free floating, but yeah.
Yeah, it's in between, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what other sports-based podcasts do you get to learn about the injuries in depth?
Yeah.
Listen to this man. This man's literally selling equipment to these guys in their rehabilitation.
Not the rehab for the surgeries, but yeah, same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Seattle takes the number 1 seed from the LA Rams. A little bit of play that I've never seen before, a backwards pass that bounces into the end zone and gets recovered somehow. And they're definitely changing that rule in the offseason to match with fumbles. A backwards pass that is dropped is technically not a fumble in the NFL, which is a horrendous rule because it is literally a fumble. So it gets scored as a fumble, but it's technically something different in the rule book. But Seattle did have to make a fourth quarter comeback, and they win that football game late.
So the Eagles still have a chance at finishing number 1 seed. Do you want to hear what has to happen?
No, because it's not going to happen.
Rams lose out.
Okay.
Seahawks lose out.
Yeah, I know.
Packers lose once. Niners lose out. And Eagles win out.
Okay, also,
I think the Niners play the
I already
Seahawks.
disproved you. The Niners play the Seahawks in Week 18.
Maybe it's Niners.
I think the highest they can get is 2, I think. But
no, we can still make number 1 seed. I saw it. Hold on.
You would probably have to have them split. You'd have to have the Seahawks probably lose both games. You would have to have the Niners lose to the Bears, but then the Bears would have 12 wins.
The Bears were also in that. I think the Bears have to...
Also, there's no way the Eagles can end up as a 1 seed.
They can. I promise you. I literally saw the stat of how they can make it. Hold on. I'm trying to find it.
That they have to win some tiebreaker then, because if the Bears beat the Niners, then the Bears get it because they beat the Eagles head-to-head, or is that not how tiebreakers work?
Hold on. I'm going to find it.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that real quick, the Bears did beat the Packers to retake that division lead. And the Bears are playoff team this season. Very, very good season from them. We did have a Jordan Love injury. Not sure how long he's going to be out for. It was a concussion, correct?
Yeah, he was limited, I think, in practice yesterday. So that's a good sign for him playing on Saturday, which is good for the Steelers. If they can beat the Ravens, we can get some guys some more rest, hopefully. That's
good. And then the Carolina Panthers took the division lead against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is the worst division in football this year. The Bucs are a team that should be a lot better than they actually are. They've lost, it looks like 6 of 7.
Whoa.
They've lost 6 of their last 7 games, and they end number 1 with the Dolphins this week, so it's a must-win situation for them. And then they won't own the tiebreaker, but I believe that they will make the playoffs if they beat the Panthers in Week 18.
Oh, with the Niners beating the Colts, we can't make number 1 anymore.
Panthers also played the Seahawks.
I saw that stat was before the Niners played the Colts.
Okay. Well, yeah, most of our playoff picture is entirely decided at this point, unless we have a miracle happen for some of these teams. And that's basically it. So, Hunter, do you want to do your fantasy segment today? You got some stuff for the Fantasy Football Championship?
So, let me just recap what I did last week. DK crapped the bed. Sorry for telling you to start him. He should have gone off. He had 9 targets. He should have gone off. Quidshot Judkins put up 10 points before he got injured, so not awful, but not great for playoffs. So, again, apologize for telling you to start him. Kenneth Walker balled out for no apparent reason.
That was crazy.
Why. Told you to sit him. Sorry about that. Terry McLaurin only put up 8 points, so that was a decent sit. All right, so I went 1 for 4. If Judkins didn't get hurt, I would have went 2 for 4. I'm living up to my 50% right now. Let's move on. I got my notes, by the way. So I'm going to go with my start. This is a guy I told you to sit last week, and I'm going to tell you to start him. But now I just saw an update, and I'm kind of questioning it now. My start was going to be Terry McLaurin because he's against a bad Cowboys defense, and they're going to be down. But just found out Mariota is not starting, and Josh Johnson is. So,
yuck.
Maybe don't start him. You know what? Maybe don't start him. But my second start is going to be Ramondre Stevenson. With Henderson out and the Jets getting rid of Quinnen Williams, they don't really have that great of a rush defense. I think that Ramondre Stevenson goes off. Hopefully he doesn't fumble the ball. But I think that Ramondre will be a good start for you in the flex, maybe your RB2. Who I'm going to tell you to sit this week, Breece Hall. Let me tell you what I have written underneath is why. Jets suck. And then my second sit this week, Aaron Jones. Also could say that, Vikings suck, but it's actually because the Lions have a good rush defense. So, and they'll most likely be down again. So JJ is going to have to be heaving the ball. Those are my starts and sits of the week. Good luck in your fantasy championships. If you've been following me and actually starting and sitting, which probably no one, but I'm just doing it for the fun of it. I've had an okay year. I think I've gone like 50% through the year in my starts and sits. I'm gonna work to get that percentage up next year. But hopefully you guys win your championship this week if you're in it.
Who's in our Dynasty Championship game?
Not me.
It's Caleb and Monty,
Dynasty?
I think.
Why can't we make trades in the off season? We should be able to
make
trades.
We can in Dynasty.
Can? Okay, perfect. I'm going to be doing some work this off season.
Who's in the fantasy champ? Oh.
Wow, Burnsy, you were number 1 seed.
It's you and GT. oh, you were just trying to get to
238? Oh my God.
That's insane.
Yeah. Did you have Puka, Genty went off, Stafford went off.
Did you have Jalen Warren?
No. I wish.
Yeah, Puka alone was a quarter of that.
And I'm in our other total. One too. Our funny enough, it's called Fellas League.
Yep. No relation.
And I'm in another championship. It's actually 2 weeker. And I traded for Jonathan Taylor. And ever since I traded for him, he's been kind of.
I like the
I'm going to lose.
Championships. I like.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Well,
the only problem with that
5 points. going into this week. So
it's not impossible.
The only thing is that week 18 could kill you.
Well, no, it already started. It sounds like so. This is the
second. Yeah, it already started.
The second week. Oh yeah.
But I had Brock Bowers, who just got put on IR today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun.
What happened to him?
It's that same lingering knee problem I think he's had. So he's being put on IR for the rest of the year.
Hey, at least he got a touchdown for you last week.
Rams are probably going to hold Devontae Adams out for the rest of the season.
That makes plenty of sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right. Let's move on to our best bets and our underdogs.
Ba-na-na. All right. So, recap of last week. We had everyone actually hitting their underdog of the week. We had Hunter, you were on the Panthers. And then what did we all hit? Oh, my gosh.
We all hit on the Patriots.
Yeah, we all hit on the Patriots.
Can't believe they were underdogs. Can't believe they were underdogs.
Yeah.
We all hit on plus 130, so that is awesome. Also, little fun fact, I saw Drake May, and I saw a lot of the Patriots team sitting like 10 rows behind me at the Celtics game on Friday, and Will Campbell ripped his shirt off and started flinging it around. So it was very, very cool experience for me. I got to see the Patriots. They were literally in the box seats right behind us, so that was awesome on Friday. Okay, so my Falcons-Cardinals over missed. That was sad. 32 points in the first half. Could not go over 47.5. Unfortunate. Burnsy, Bills, -10. Not good.
Yikes.
Browns made that interesting even with Judkins out, which was definitely something. Bangs another Steelers bet, +7 against the Lions. And Hunter.
Like clockwork, dude.
Seahawks, Rams over, hits with flying colors on Thursday night. I know I did not post that until Sunday, but that was his play. Listen to the podcast if you don't believe me. So, yeah, right now, Hunter actually catapults into third place above me. I'm down 9.9. He's down 9.6. Phil has a nice solid lead here by about 17 units on us. He's up 5.9 units. And Bernsey, good start for you halfway through the year. Came to us, and you are now up 3 units. So you're positive. That's all that matters in today's day and age.
Yes, sir.
I'll go over Phil's picks real quick. He picked the Colts as his underdog against the Jaguars at +230. And he has another Steelers bet, -3 against the Cleveland Browns at -110. Dude. What do we got, boys?
I'll throw you my best bet out there, and I'm liking it even more now with my announcement I just made of the Commanders. Give me Cowboys -7 at -122.
Unfortunately, Cowboys are at -7.5. Would you still like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did that just switch? Did they just update that?
I have it on DraftKings right now. It's -122 at 7.5.
Damn.
I did have Cowboys written down for my best bet. I'm gonna flip that to the Steelers to cover against the Browns. Yes.
Okay.
Bro, why is it making me log in? This is crazy work.
It never makes me log. Are you still keeping that on there?
Let me recheck.
All right.
Move on.
Bernsey, give me your underdog while you're here.
I've kind of just bet against the Bears all year, just kind of thinking they won't keep winning, and they keep winning. They're 3-point dogs to San Francisco. I think they might be without Kittle this week. Brock Purdy has looked awesome, but I'm just going to roll with the Bears. They're +3. I think they can win outright.
All right, we got you at +136 there. Hunter, do you have your best bet your underdog?
Yeah,
while you're
my underdog is going to be the Texans money line at +105.
Who do they? They play the Chargers. Okay.
All right, and what do we got for our best bet, or do you want me to go first?
Go.
I get mine, but
all right. So my best bet is actually going to fight 2 of you guys. I think that the Steelers are going to rest their starters when the Ravens lose. And outside of that, the Steelers are they really playing for seeding right now? Like, do they have a chance to move up that far in the seeding?
I think they're pretty much locked into the 4.
They're locked into the 4 spot right now. So if the Ravens, who play Saturday, lose their football game, the Steelers will then rest their starters.
I think they'll still play a lot of their guys. Maybe they won't play as many snaps.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Browns regardless at +3. Garrett's going for the NFL sack record, and I do think the Steelers probably, if anyone, will rest Rodgers, and I think that that'll play into the Browns' hands. So I'm getting them at +154.
Myles Garrett breaking the record while sacking Mason Rudolph. Oh my gosh.
That would be awesome.
I wonder if he's going to bash his helmet off his face again after he does it.
And then my best bet is going to be the Buccaneers Dolphins over 45.5. I think that we have the potential here for Quinn Ewers to throw another interception or two. And the Bucs are playing to stay alive in the playoff hunt. So give me that over 45.5. Their pass defense is also horrendous. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah, give me that
All
over.
Right. I'm switching my best bet to Eagles Bills over 43.5 at -115.
Okay.
The last time we played the Bills, it was a spectacular game.
You said 43.5?
Yeah, at -115.
You want to know what's funny is I actually had the Commanders as my best bet until you told me Josh Johnson was playing, and then I switched it.
He is. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, so not great there. But yeah, we only have a couple weeks left in the regular season. We'll keep this going during the playoffs as well because it's going to be something fun to keep us involved. And also, gambling never stops, guys. Now, I'm not going to condone signing up, but if you do feel like signing up and you're listening to this right now and you're above the age of 21, I'll give you my referral code, all right?
You're unbelievable.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't get into gambling. It's a bad habit. But before we get into our Christmas movies, I actually want to challenge you guys with some Christmas trivia. So I have
Alvin Kamara.
I have five questions here. Now, what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to text me separately your answers. We're going to get 30 seconds for each question. So I'm going to start a timer.
Write it down?
No, just send it to me in a text. Have your messages up and ready to go. Oh, is yours on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, Hunter, send me yours, and then Noah B, you'll just say yours out loud. How about that?
Okay.
We'll do it that way.
I'll go first then. That way I don't. Yeah.
I gotta stay consistent. I gotta stay consistent too because I keep calling you Noah B instead of Bernsey, so I gotta stop that. Bernsey. You have a stage name. You have a stage name.
Burnsie. Bernsey.
You have a stage name. So, starting off nice and easy here. A lot of this is just based around some simple facts. What was the first year of an NFL Christmas game?
Ooh.
What year was the first NFL Christmas game held at? So 30 seconds start now.
Year. All right, I have something written down.
Dude,
this could be way off.
I mean, it very well might be. Got 15 seconds left.
Let me text you. This is a shot in the dark.
I'm gonna give the point to whoever's closest for this. And if you can get it spot on, you'll get double points. That would be awesome. All right. And Bernsey, just say yours out loud. I have Hunter's.
I said 2011.
Okay, so Hunter's going to win the point on this one. The first year was 1971.
Ooh, I was close.
My gosh.
He said 75. So on that same tangent, a lot of this is, like I said, it's going to be nice and easy, simple things that, quite frankly, when I looked at it, I had no idea these were real facts. They were pretty cool. So in that first year, what was the matchup of the first Christmas game?
All right, so let's think of who's
teams that were alive back then. 30 seconds from here.
All right.
Was it just one game or were there multiple
games? There were multiple, but I want the name of the first game.
The
first ever game.
First ever NFL game.
I have a feeling I know one of the teams. I don't know if I know the second.
This will be a 2-pointer as well if you can get a point for each team. We'll just say it that way.
Okay.
We will have questions on that second game as well. So there we go. Hunter, send in your pick.
Oh, I'm writing them down. Sorry. Let me text you real quick.
Okay.
I don't know why I started writing them down.
Well, actually, wait. Once again, you guys don't have to do this. Hunter, tell me what you picked.
I was just about to text you, but I picked the Cowboys and the Chiefs.
No, I was going to do it again. Bernsey, who do we got?
I have Cowboys Raiders.
So, you guys each get a point for the Cowboys. It was Cowboys versus Vikings.
Oh.
Now,
that makes sense.
There was a little bit of controversy surrounding the first year of Christmas Day games, and we're going to have 2 questions surrounding this. Now, the first one's going to be a 2-parter. What was the matchup of the game that pushed, we'll just say, created a gap in Christmas Day games because of the outlash that it received? There was a matchup, and I want you to guess how long this game took in 1971. how long the game took in 1971. Now, this is game time. This is not like it was playing like on TV with all this stuff. So back then in the 70s, they just played the football game. There was no such thing as commercials and all this BS that we have nowadays. How long did the football game take? This will be at closest to the time. And what was the matchup?
And this was also a Thanksgiving Day game?
No,
Christmas.
this was the first
game?
Yeah, there were 2 games played the first Christmas that the NFL ever played on.
Yeah.
The first game was the Cowboys versus Vikings. Who are the other 2 teams that played? And how long did the game take?
Jeez.
So you're looking for game time. So like 60 minutes would mean just a full game.
I'll give you guys a little bit longer on this one. Also, I know we said this wasn't going to be an hour long. It's definitely over an hour long. So
I actually think
I'm
I
not
know
surprised.
this one.
Yeah. Burns, you got your answer?
I'm questionable on... So I know why I got the first one wrong.
Okay.
Hold on.
Burnsy?
Wait, I'm writing it down.
I'm letting him go first while you're finishing. What do you got, Burnsy?
I have Steelers versus Raiders, and the game went 97 minutes.
Okay.
So 37 minutes of overtime.
I have the Chiefs Dolphins in 82 minutes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's the craziest poll I've ever seen in my life. It was Dolphins versus Chiefs, and the game took 82 minutes and 40 seconds.
So I'll tell you why I know this. I just looked this up recently because the Eagles had the second shortest game in history, and so I reverted to looking up what was the longest game.
Yep. So you got the matchup correct, and the time was in the 82-minute mark. So that is
all right. Trivia over. I lose.
I thought it was the Chiefs Cowboys. That's why I guessed that first.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Here's an easy one for both of you.
Please.
What channel or company is in charge of playing the Christmas Day games on its network?
This year or in general?
Since
2023. It's different this year.
Since like 2023 or 2024.
Because I could write down something that's technically right this year.
Who is in charge of the games currently? Burnsy, who do we got?
Currently?
Yes.
Netflix.
Hunter?
I was going to write Netflix, but I put ABC. Because Netflix is right for this.
It is Netflix.
But this is stupid. I literally...
No, okay, I changed it to say this year.
Netflix.
It is in charge.
Currently.
Yeah, who's in charge currently? Netflix is playing all 3 games this year.
You can have that point. I was literally going to write Netflix.
Thank you.
Then I changed it.
I was trying to help you because I realized the first time
you should have just said this year.
I did. I not correct
currently.
myself? That's this year.
I meant like what's been
currently
going.
He did say.
Yeah.
No. Also, Netflix showed them last year too. I don't know who played it in 2023, but Netflix played both games last year.
Netflix didn't do it last year. This was
yes,
the
they
first
did.
year.
I watched the Texans Ravens game.
I specifically remember tuning into Netflix and having my Christmas Day ruined as the Chiefs destroyed the Steelers.
Yeah. And then I think was it Baltimore blew out the Texans last year? Or was it the other way around?
34-2, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was not a fun game. But yeah, so I am sorry for the confusion on that question. I tried making it seem like it was just this year.
You can have that.
In the last game, there was a little bit of a hiatus after the first year of Christmas Day games because it took away from festivities and because that game took too long. What was the year that they resumed? And I'll just say the following year that they played Christmas Day games. What year was that?
Well,
it doesn't have to be
first answer.
It doesn't have to be that it played like they started playing every year at this point in time. It is just what is the next year that a Christmas Day game was held in the NFL?
Actually, no, I'm changing it.
Okay. I'm going to be way off again. It's going to suck.
So first one was 1971. Hunter, I'll let you go first this time.
1981.
Oh, I had 1982.
You're going to win this because it's 1989.
Wow.
They took 18 years in between games. Yep. There was such a public backlash of how long that game took.
I did have 82, just to prove it. I believe you.
Well, it could have been earlier anyways. But that concludes, I believe Hunter still got that because of the absolute magnitude of the Cowboys, the Dolphins, Chiefs, and the time. He ended up winning, 4 or 5 to 4, I believe.
Yeah, it's because the Eagles just played, and ours was including like commercials and everything, but the Eagles-Raiders game was the second shortest game in NFL
that was
history.
That game ended so fast.
The only game that was shorter, I forget the teams that were in it, I think was like literally like minutes shorter. Like
why did the game take so short? Was it because there were just long extended drives that took 10 minutes?
Because Kenny Pickett was playing for the Raiders, and he's terrible.
I was going to say, usually when you get one team punting the ball a lot, the games usually take a little bit longer.
All right, let's get into our top 5 Christmas movies.
I want to
hear
5 to 1?
5 to 1.
Okay.
5 to 1.
We each share 5, we each share 4.
This is our personal, right? This isn't a
popular.
Personal. Okay, because popular opinion is not going to agree with anything that I said.
No, personal.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we got number 5?
Start us off. I want to hear your craziness.
All right. So my number 5 is one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's been released in the last 5 years. You guys probably have never heard of it before. It's called Jingle Jangle.
Never heard of it.
It is it's a phenomenal Christmas movie. It's about a toy inventor, and I'm not going to go in depth about the movie, but it is on Netflix. It is a good watch if you guys are looking for another new movie to watch for Christmas.
Noah's off to a hot start. Burnsy, what do you got?
My number 5 is Home Alone 1, the first one.
Oh, yeah. That's a great choice. I love Home Alone. I have a feeling that you clarified there. I have a feeling you have Home Alone 2 somewhere on your list.
He probably has that number 1.
Maybe.
My number 5 spot, this is an oldie but a goodie. And when I say oldie, I'm talking old. It's a Wonderful Life. Family tradition of watching it every year.
You've never seen that movie, Noah?
Oh, man.
Who's in it?
It was made in 1946.
The actors are from 100 years ago, so I forget the names.
It was made in 1946. My Uncle Joey, man, he would come over for Christmas. He would come over Christmas Eve, sleep over. Every morning we watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Is this the uncle you were on the phone with before?
It was.
Nice.
It's a little bit of a sad movie in the beginning, but it kind of brings the joy back towards the end.
It's a great movie.
All right.
And I'll just transition into my number 4 with a little bit more of a more cheery one. National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. Great movie.
Okay. It's a very good movie. All those movies are pretty good.
I have Christmas Story at number 4.
Oh.
It's a classic.
They were just off my list.
No. My number 4 is The Grinch.
Okay.
Nice and easy. I like it.
I support that. It's a classic.
It's a classic.
I will say, not in my top 5, but
not in my top 5
I do love that movie. It was close.
Cartoon, though, right? Like the OG cartoon one, or which one are we talking about?
No,
here?
Jim Carrey. Come on.
Yeah, the Jim Carrey one.
Jim Carrey, all right.
No, old school cartoon is still a really good one, but yeah, I'm taking the live action one.
All right, rolling to number 3.
I'll go into number 3. This one is a rom-com that my wife got me into. It's called The Holiday. It's got Kate Winslet, Jack Black. So really like this one.
So many good Christmas movies out there, Noah.
So many.
And you just hit us with rom-com Holiday.
Yeah, The Holiday. You've never seen it before?
Never heard of it.
Crazy.
Never heard? Come on, man. What's I can't think of her name. She plays Fiona in Shrek. Why can I not think of her name? The voice actress. Cameron Diaz. She's also in it. Very good movie. All the female listeners out there that we don't have absolutely love that movie.
All right. Well, I'll transition into my number 3. Santa Claus 2. I actually really like this trilogy that they have, but I think number 2 is the best one. That's the one where the toys kind of take over and they start like their own little army and they have to fight back. Great movie.
Great movie, I agree. I have Santa Claus 1.
Oh.
As my number 3.
OG.
So I'll just go into my number 2, which is Christmas Vacation. National Lampoons.
Yeah.
So good.
Which will roll me into my number 2, Home Alone 1.
Okay. My number 2 is Elf.
Oh, yeah. That was a fringe one for me. I think I just watched it too many times.
That's the one that I watch every year is Elf. I don't think there's been a Christmas in the last 15 years where I have not watched Elf. So
okay, no. Let's hear your number 1. No, this is
all right.
Good.
So I don't know if you guys will have heard of this one ever before in your life. This is one I watched a lot as a kid. It's one my dad loved. It had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. My favorite Christmas movie is Jingle All the Way.
I've heard of it. I've never
heard
seen
it's
it.
Good. I've never watched it.
It's a very cheesy Christmas movie, but long story short, it's about Arnold Schwarzenegger, who does not buy the proper action figure. I think his name's Turbo Man. So he does not get this Turbo Man toy in time for Christmas. So it's this whole story about how he's trying to find the last Turbo Man in the city and has to go and do all these crazy things to actually get the toy for his son. So it's cheesy, but it's a really good movie.
So coming in at my number one, I think is one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. Give me Elf.
Okay. Well, I do not have the other Home Alone movie in my list. I just had to clarify for my number 5. My number 1 is It's a Wonderful Life. I love that Christmas movie so much. Movie. It is just classic Christmas movie.
That and A Christmas Story were right on my fringe.
You got to watch it, Noah. I can't believe you haven't watched it. It's malpractice.
I'm assuming it's in black
Holiday,
and white.
So
I think you can watch it in color now too. I don't know, but it's a great movie.
You got to watch it in black and white, like same way you watch It's a Wonderful Life in black and white.
Dude, I don't think I've ever watched a black and white film. I don't know how I would feel about that, but I'll give it a try. You guys are saying that. I'll give it a try. All right.
Great film.
Yeah, I know we talked previously about this episode being under an hour. We did not do good.
It's not possible for us.
No, I don't think we can ever do that.
We like talking. I mean, it is a podcast. It's kind of the point of all this.
Everybody, I don't know when you plan on releasing this, tonight, tomorrow,
Thursday,
Friday.
I will
Saturday,
be downloading
Sunday.
this to my computer today and hopefully releasing this midway through Christmas Eve. So you guys have something to listen to.
If you listen to this, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And open up them presents. I mean, spend some time with the family. This is a great time of the year. I wish we were getting some snow. We got some snow last week, 2 weeks ago. I wish we were getting it right now. We haven't had a nice white Christmas in a while. But Merry Christmas to you all, and to all, a good night.